Last year's UTMB was obviously not a high point in my career. CCC did not go to plan, but I know why. Last year was quite a lonely year for me. I wasn't happy. Okay. Natural. There was a lot going on. And yeah, I think I let a lot of the pressure of going into that race get to me. It was the first time I had gone into a race as the favorite to win. And I didn't give that enough credit. That was my first experience of international racing, and I got my butt kicked.
Was that an eye-opener?
Oh, huge eye-opener. Yeah, getting my butt kicked was honestly one of the best things that could have ever happened. I don't think racing in South Africa and racing in Europe is very, very different. And coming here, I threw myself into the deep end in a huge way. And yeah, I think I learned a lot in the process. That was kind of the race that changed my life, I guess. It was the final of the Golden Trail Series that year, and I somehow, I don't know how, managed to come third. You don't realize how hard moving to a different country is until you do it, and you think it's like fun and novel and exciting and new, and then you realize how hard it is to be away from all of your people. That has been really hard, and that would definitely be the biggest change that I've had to deal with. But I feel like I've found a good groove here with a really good group of people who are amazing and who have accepted us, me and Bast, into their lives. And it makes a big difference, because I think to be able to push as hard as you need to push in races and to go to those dark holes where you're just, so focused and grinding and so uncomfortable, you need to be happy. At least for me, I need to be happy in life. And I think that's what finding this group of people has allowed me to have. It was also that I wanted to be I wanted to be training on the terrain that I knew I would be racing on, specifically focusing on, at the time, OCC at UTMB week. So yeah, I thought being closer to it would be easier. My training has changed so much over the years, it's crazy. I used to think the only way to be a good runner was to run more. And time again, I'm shown that that's not the case. There are so many ways to be a good runner. And one of the things that I've done is started cycling more. I think it's a great way to cross-train. You get so strong from it. You get such a great aerobic base from it. And yeah, some of my best races have been off of big blocks of cycling. So cycling is definitely something that I really enjoy. Also doing a lot more strength work. I feel like I've found a good team here in Annecy now who really has helped me zone in on my weaknesses and to work on those, but also just make me a bit more resilient and robust. I think I went through a few years where I was constantly battling recurring injuries and niggles, and I really think the strength training helps to combat those. When I went and won OCC, I was the underdog. No one expected me to win. And it's easy to be the underdog because you've got nothing to lose. No one's talking about you. And it's, yeah, you're really just out there for yourself. CCC, the year that I won, I was one of a few who could win, but it was never like, oh, this is the clear favorite. Coming into CCC last year, it was the first year that people were really like, okay, well, clear favorite. Previous winner, won OCC the year before. She's on a roll, she's riding the wave. And it's a very different mentality having that level of pressure put on you. And I didn't have the tools to deal with it. A lot of what I've had to work on as an athlete is letting go what others expect of me and being able to do things for myself and to not feel pressure to live up to someone's expectations of me. That's been hard to let go of, and I'm still not there. Like, I let external influences affect me way too much. So yeah, I'm learning to let go of that and to just try and be my best instead of be my best for someone else. And yeah, ideally I can block out that noise and just run for me, really, at the end of the day.
Cool. Yeah.